Motor vehicle collisions and their consequences, Part 2, Predictors of Impairment and Disability. Via latest results for psychological injury and law. Abstract. A significant number of persons involved in motor vehicle collisions, MVCs, evidence persistent changes in physical, psychosocial, and cognitive functioning consequent to physical injury. While post-injury impairment and disability can sometimes be predicted with knowledge of injury type and injury severity, post-injury experiences of pain, psychological distress, cognitive dysfunction, and role disruption have been determined to contribute to injury-related impairment and disability. This article represents the second part of a two-part review of MVCs and their consequences. In Part 1 of the review, research findings related to physical, psychosocial, and cognitive changes that occur consequent to injury-causing MVCs are described. In this article, measures used to document the severity of physical injuries are reviewed, along with the most widely accepted definitions of impairment and disability. Models that have been proposed to explain the progression from injury to impairment and disability are reviewed, including a more recently proposed model created specifically to guide the assessment and management of MVC-related outcomes. The greater part of this article is devoted to the review of findings related to physical, psychological, and cognitive predictors of post-MVC impairment and disability. The relation of these predictors to post-MVC impairment and disability is described across three specific injury contexts: 1. Whiplash-associated disorders, 2. Traumatic brain injury, and 3. Polytrauma. In each context, findings related to recovery of function in the form of return to work are summarized, along with findings related to the contribution of compensation to injury-related symptoms and impairments. Although not characterized as a physical injury, chronic pain serves frequently as the post-injury symptom that persists beyond all injury management and rehabilitation efforts and that contributes significantly to MVC-related functional impairment, disability, and emotional distress. It is appropriate, therefore, to include in this review a discussion of those MVC studies that specifically address impairment and disability occurring in relation to chronic pain. The article ends with the identification of ongoing research challenges and future directions for both the study of MVCs and their associated sequelae and clinical practice with persons who are experiencing the consequences of MVC-related injuries. Add tags, currently. #Alt Medicine by Alexandros G. Sfakianakis,